Good morning, children. In previous class, we have started the lesson, third lesson. This is the gift of the Magi. I have cleared the introduction of the author and I cleared why the title has been given as the gift of the Magi. So, before proceeding, let's recapitulate what we have studied in the last class. What is that, children? Who were the Magi? The Magi were the three kings. And those three kings had brought the gifts to the newborn baby. Who was the newborn baby? He was the Jesus. And what kind of gifts they had brought, children? They had brought gold, frankincense, and myrrh. So, in the last class, I cleared it why particularly the kings had presented these gifts. And there is a story related to the gifts, presenting gifts in a Bible. That story is related to the lesson here. So, before starting the lesson, I would like to show a story of a Jesus. How the people gathered, how a messenger brought a message that the Messiah is going to born, the messenger is going to born, and how the star was shining. Let's have a look on this story, then we will proceed, children.
Join Kids Hat family. Jingle bells. I love Christmas and I love Santa. Me too. But Tofu, do you know we call it Christmas because Jesus Christ was born that day? Really? No. But now you tell me. Please tell me a Christmas story. Tell me Jesus Christ's birthday story. Today, I'll tell you the most wonderful story of them all. The birth of Jesus Christ. The Christmas story. About 2,000 years ago, in a small town called Nazareth, there was a little house where lived a young Jewish girl named Mary. She was not married, but she was going to be real soon, to a good man named Joseph. Well, one day, something amazing happened. An angel of the Lord, Gabriel, a very important angel, appeared to Mary. Who are you? I am Gabriel. Don't be afraid, Mary. You have found favor with God. He loves you very much. God has sent me here to tell you that soon you'll have a son. Huh? Me? A son? Yes, a son. He will be called Jesus. He will be great and will be called the Son of God. Mary was very obedient and she said, I am the handmaid of the Lord. May God do with me as he wants to. Mary wanted to do just as God told her to do. Just near the time Mary was about to have her baby, the Roman Emperor sent soldiers to announce a new law. Okay, listen everyone. The Emperor Caesar Augustus says that all of you need to pay some taxes now and register for census. So Mary and Joseph made their way to Bethlehem, because that's where Joseph had to pay taxes. It was about 65 miles from Nazareth to Bethlehem. And the trip took many, many days. And when they reached Bethlehem, guess what happened? All the places were full. All the inns were full. Mary, you wait here. Make yourself comfortable. By then, I will try to find a suitable place for us to stay. Joseph kept knocking and knocking again and again. He had been looking and looking for a place to stay. And Mary was about to have a baby. Well, I have tried almost all the inns, and it looks like all of them are full. Dear Mary, how do you feel? I am very tired, Joseph, but please don't worry. I am sure God will provide a place for us. Poor Joseph and Mary were so tired and didn't know what to do. Oh God, tell me what to do. Help me. I have no idea, no clue. It's sad that Mary and Joseph had no place to stay, no place to go. A place no one would have expected the Son of God to be born in. It wasn't a palace, not some castle, not in a fancy building either. God's Son was born in a humble small stable. I'll go and get some fresh hay where you can sleep comfortably tonight. That night, Jesus was born. And oh, it was a wonderful night. Big stars shining in the sky. There was no crib, so they laid baby Jesus in a manger. It was full of fresh hay and made it a little comfortable for the baby. Near Bethlehem, that night there were some shepherds keeping watch over their flocks of sheep. When suddenly an angel appeared to them. I have good news for you. There is a Savior who has been born. What? Really? What Savior? Can we see him? Where is he? The angel told them where to find him. The shepherds were so excited and happy. They ran to the stable. Jesus there, just as the angel had told them. After they had seen Jesus, they spread the news, and everyone who heard was in wonder. In wonder, just like you are. Doesn't it sound magical, Tofu? So magical and fun, Tia. I am happy the angels took care of them all. Joseph, Mary, and baby Jesus. Thank you for telling me the Christmas story. I'll tell it to everyone in my school tomorrow. That'll be great, Tofu. I love telling you new stories.
I hope you have understood the story, children. Is it clear now? The story of the Bible, the story of a Jesus, then the story of the gift of the Magi. Okay? Here is a pre-reading activity. You must have received many gifts. Which one did you like the most and why? If you had been in front of me, I would have asked you this question, but you are not in front of me. But still, we can imagine by sitting in our homes, like if you have got any gift, which one you like the most in your life? The gift which you got on your birthdays, the gifts which you got on your celebrations, if you had won any medal, or if you have any if you have won any competition. So which gift is very important for you and why you like it, that you have to make a note, children. Let's start the first paragraph of the lesson. This lesson is about a couple. The couple who strive their level best to give present to each other. They were not good financially, they were not having enough money in their hands, but still, when there was Christmas Eve, the Christmas was coming, they wanted to present the precious gifts to each other. This is what the gift of the Magi here, children. Okay? $1.87. Sorry for that, I didn't clear what is the name of the couple. The name of the couple is Della. It's the name of a woman. And Jim. Jim is the name of a man. So here the paragraph starts with the counting of the amount. $1.87 she was having here. And who were counting? It is cleared in the upcoming of the paragraph. That was all. The 60 cents of it was in pennies. Pennies saved 1 and 2 at a time by bulldozing the grocer and the vegetable man and the butcher until one's cheeks burned with the silent imputation of parsimony that such close deed implied. These 3 times Della counted it, $1.87, and the next day would be Christmas. See, before a day, next day it was Christmas. Before a day, Della, maybe she had saved some amount. She took the box of that saved amount and she removed the amount from that box. When she counted it, she counted for 3 times. Even after counting 3 times, how much the amount was, children? The amount was $1.87. And if she is going to count repeatedly, it is not going to increase. The amount remains same. So same it is happening here. How she has saved the amount, the author has cleared here. She was bulldozing with them. She was bargaining with them, with the vegetable man, with the butcher. When she had gone to market, she was bargaining with those people where she had gone to purchase some materials, some vegetables, even if she had gone to grocery shop. So everywhere where she had saved the amount, that amount only she was coming and putting in the box. That saved amount only she removed it from the box before Christmas. Here the intention is clear, children. Here she wanted to give a gift to her husband. as for the tradition. So after repeatedly counting, she got only $1.87. Let's see what she will do. There was clearly nothing to do but flop down on the shabby little couch and haul. So Della did it, which instigates the moral reflection that life is made up of sobs, sniffles, and smiles, with sniffles predominating. Here in the second paragraph, the author he explains us about the condition of the Della. How Della is helpless here. In which way she is helpless, children? She is not having sufficient amount to purchase a gift for her husband. So this condition only the author has explained. He tells us that if she is going down from the building and if she is rolling, she if she is thinking or worrying, that amount is not going to increase. That's what in a life, maybe they are going through their hardships, and in that hardship also she managed to save this much amount. That is enough, the author is telling. That is enough for them to save this amount. They were not able to save more amount because they have to look after their rent, they have to pay the rent, they have to look after their daily needs, then they have to purchase the materials for their requirements. So among these all things, that is enough that Della has saved this much amount, and that amount only she counted. Understood? While the mistress of the home is gradually subsiding from the first stage to the second, take a look at the home, a furnished flat at $8 per week. It did not exactly beggar description, but it certainly had that word on the outlook for mendicancy squad. So here the author gives us a clear idea about their flat. There was a flat of $8 per week. They have to pay $8 for that flat, children. So they were not having they were not having well equipped flat, and they were not having so much facilities in the flat, but still that is they how much it is manageable for them, that much they got a flat, that kind of flat they got, and they are paying $8 per week. That is enough. And in such way, how they are going to manage to give the presents to each other, that is remarkable. Understood? That is the title. So the title is, children, the title is The Gift of the Magi. How the couple struggles to give the present to each other. So in such kind of condition where they have to look after their flat, they have to save the money, it is not manageable for them, but still Della has managed it, means it is appreciable. In the vestibule below by a letter box was a letter box into which no letter would go, and an electric button from which no mortal finger could coax a ring. Also appertaining thereunto was a card bearing the name Mr. James Dillingham Young. So it is the name of the Jim, children. Jim, here Della was calling to him. His full name is Mr. James Dillingham Young. So how is the flat? Flat is on the upstairs, and when they come downstairs, there was a red box. That box, it is a letter box, and no letter was coming to them. Nobody was posting a letter to them. Means here we can understand they too are taking care of each other. There are nobody left for them. Maybe there are nobody caring for them. They are enough. They Della was caring Jim, and Jim was caring Della. So who are going to present gifts to them, children? They have to present each other. Okay, that this tells here, the author clears that not a single letter comes to them, and even there was an electric button. They were not uh, they were not using the electric also. If they use the electricity, they would pay for that. They have to pay for that. This is the condition of Della and Jim, children. What is the condition? They are not having full equipped flat, and they are not having much facilities. They are not so much rich. Even though they are managing to survive, they are not begging, children. They are not asking money from others. And Della is she is housewife, but still she is dignified woman. Even Jim is also a dignified man. He is working, but maybe he is not having sufficient salary, but still they were happy. They were not complaining. They were not complaining about their life. So in such condition, how they are managing to give presents to each other, that we have to study. Okay, we will study this in the next session, children. How they manage to purchase the gifts, and in this condition whether it is possible for them to purchase the gifts or not, that we will see in the next session. Thank you.